Senator Murray Ranker for 5 minutes.
Thank you very much, and thank you for being here. As the ranker on libraries, I was going to ask about the library funding, but my Assembly colleagues, Assemblywoman Warner and Assemblyman Slater, did a great job with that. So I'm going to shift gears a little to something else near and dear to my heart, and that is BOCES and CTE programs. And in your written testimony here, under the college and career pathways, there's a line that says programs that successfully prepare students for college, careers, and civic life remain a priority of the Regents and the department. I want to thank you so much for saying and instead of or. There's a stigma out there that, and many of my colleagues unwittingly perpetuate this stigma when they voice their support for CTE or BOCES by saying, you know, not all kids are going to go to college, so we have to have alternatives like BOCES and CTE. Well, it's not an alternative. It can be both. So programs like the one you're proposing, well, first we have the PTEC and ECHS, but you're proposing the College Credit and Career Opportunity Program. Can you tell us a little more about that, and do you think that'll address that stigma?
Okay, so I am so grateful that I have been saying, and how many, even yesterday, we had 2 students present during our presentation with the grad measure. And it's really about, and if I decide to go to college, the skills that they talked about were skills that you're going to use in college and whatever. But I'm going to let the expert who's done this work here in our own backyard to do the and, not the or.
So there are a couple of components of this. The Board of Regents have adopted a goal that by 2030, any student who wishes to have access to a career tech ed program, a career tech ed high school program, will have that access. That is currently not the case in this state. 2 components of it. One is to significantly increase the aid that is provided to school districts when they send their students to a BOCES program, or for the Big 5, when they provide career and technical education to their students. That is one component. The other component relates to PTEC and the early college high school program. What we have found, based upon a survey that was requested by the legislature and the governor, is that with respect to the PTEC programs, there are mixed results. There are some significant attrition issues, especially in year 4. What we have proposed is that the funding for early college, high school, and PTEC be combined, and that we allow school districts and BOCES working with businesses in their regions to propose programs that reflect the needs of that region rather than separating this arbitrarily. There are PTEC programs that are highly successful. There are many that are financially struggling. Again, the way in which we have structured these programs leads to some of that financial struggle. So that is, in summary, how we see fulfilling that goal, that we dramatically expand access to career technical education. I was a district superintendent of a BOCES. I had in excess of 40% of our students in our career tech ed programs had IEPs. The graduation rate for those students far exceeded what it would be in a traditional program. We have a regional technical high school, Tech Valley High School. Every student graduates from Tech Valley High School.
That's great, and I like that plan, but I want to address this too. The problem with instructors right now at BOCES or CTE, there's a limit, a cap on how much, and it's been that way for what, 30 years?
Yes.
Can you speak to keeping some of these quality instructors when we have that cap?
Right, and it's not just a cap, but every single program we've looked at, kids tell you they're so much more successful in college as a result of having, you know why? Because at the end of the day, all of us talk about the standards. These are applied standards. The kids feel it, they touch it, they know it, they can measure it. The standards are good, but these are opportunities to do projects, to put your hands in it, understand it conceptually by experiencing it. there's nothing more successful than kids really fully hitting that aha moment, because you've taken the standards and you've applied them. That's what that does.
Thank you for your focus on this. I appreciate it. Thank you.